It's time to sit back, relax, and listen to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life will inspire, motivate, and empower you. Live your best life now. Listen, learn, think, and decide. Change your attitude, change your life. And now, here's your host, Joan Herman.
Welcome to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. I'm Joan Herman. Thanks for tuning in. Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life brings you interviews with some of the most inspirational and influential people in the world. It's our goal to educate and empower you so you can live your best life now. Thank you for taking time for yourself, and thank you for letting us be a part of your life. We have another great show for you today. Today's guest, Dana Liesegang, was 19 years old when she was sexually assaulted and thrown off a 75-foot cliff, left for dead. She was paralyzed from the neck down, and doctors gave little hope for recovery. Dana is here to discuss her agonizing struggle from total dependence to doing the impossible, walking again. According to Dana, sometimes an unexpected fall can lead a person to reach for magnificent heights. Dana is the author of Falling Up. Welcome, Dana. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thank you very much for having me.
Dana, your story is a testament to the power of the human spirit, and I'm so happy that you're here to share it with us. As I said in the introduction, you were 19 and a sailor in the United States Navy when something happened that changed your life. Tell us about that day.
Well, it was not my favorite day, of course. I was brutally raped and thrown off a 75-foot cliff, and I'm not 100% sure how I was found, but what I was told is that the young man was running away from the scene of the crime, and the police were doing a routine check at Sunset Cliffs. He was caught by them, and what was said in the police report, he said, she fell, and that I was underneath of him and somehow slipped out from underneath of him and off the cliff. Mm-hmm. And then from the next thing, in the hospital and paralyzed from the neck down on a respirator and scared to death.
Dana, when you woke up, what did the doctors tell you and your family?
The doctors told my family that I'd be lucky to live through the night. And they didn't close up some of the wounds in my belly all the way, so they packed them with gauze. And when I did wake up, they basically said, you're going to be paralyzed from the neck down, you're going to be on a respirator the rest of your life, and you're just going to have to be taken care of. But I was going to be very high quadriplegic for the rest of my life.
How long did it take for you to fully comprehend what these doctors were saying to you, and then what did that do to you?
I think the comprehension was, right away, and I didn't want to live like that. Mm-hmm. And I bit down on the respirator and tried to spit it out and did as much as I could. Tried to commit suicide on a respirator, and you just can't do that when a tube is down your throat breathing for you. It does turn out that when you bite down on the respirator, it's a great way to get someone's attention. You can get a nurse to come over and you can get what you need.
Mm-hmm. Well, so Dana, what was your turning point then? Where and when did you find that urge to survive, or that strength, I should say, to survive?
I think it was when I realized I couldn't commit suicide on the respirator. I'm like, if I can't commit suicide on this respirator, I'm not going to stay on it, and I'm not going to live like this. So I just wanted my independence, immediately. And it took me 3 years of a lot of hard work and determination, and I got my independence. My mom was a very big catalyst in helping me with that. She knew my goals, and so she did really well at helping to push me and keep me going.
So tell us a little bit about the type of therapy that you've had and the types of successes that you've had from it.
I've been all over the world for different types of stem cells. I've been to China, India, Dominican Republic, and Mexico. I've had great results. I've had some of it. I've had no results. I've done some energy work. I've done cranial sacral therapy, tapping, color therapy, light therapy, tone therapy, you name it, I've pretty much done it. I've been to see John of God, and every little thing gives you a little piece to your puzzle. And yeah, there's some things that don't work at all, so I just keep trying new things, because not everything's going to work for everyone, but I just keep seeking out new things that have worked for me, and when it stops working, I try something else.
So Dana, first you were told you weren't going to make it through the night. Then you were told that you would never walk again or have any mobility. Where are you now?
I can walk with crutches. I've been training down in Florida a little bit, cross-country sand skiing, so that I can get my legs built up for being a ski instructor this year at the Disabled American Veterans Winter Sports Clinic, which I'm really excited about.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, that's pretty much my goal by March, is to be able to be as strong and independent on my skis, totally, so that when I'm instructing, I don't need an instructor to help me out.
Dana, do many people with your type of injury have this type of success? Do many of them walk again?
It depends on the level of injury and the level of energy that they put into it. And there's actually more people that walk than I think the general population realizes. Because with spinal cord injuries, there's incomplete injuries and complete injury. And that means if you have a complete injury, your spinal cord's been severed, you have no function below whatever level your injury is. Say you broke your back or your neck, and that's going to determine how much function you have, is which vertebrae the back was broken or neck was broken. And the incomplete, which I'm incomplete, means you have sensation and or function below your level of injury. And surprisingly, more quadriplegics will walk away than paraplegics, and that's because it takes more force to break your back than it does your neck. And so quadriplegics tend to be incomplete more often than paraplegics.
So Dana, you wake up from this coma, and you're in this body that's unfamiliar to you, but your mind is intact. Do you remember what happened that day, what he did to you, and were you able to recognize your attacker?
Straight away, I did. Well, I'd never seen him again except for in newspaper clippings and on the internet. So he never came into the hospital or anything.
Was he arrested?
Yeah, but
Okay.
he was let go because it was under military jurisdiction. So when the military takes it into their hands, the police are no longer involved.
And what happened with that?
The military questioned him, and then my advisor came into my room and said that he told them 6 different stories. He told the police a different story than what he had told them. They know it's foul play, but I had 2 options. I could take my right to remain silent and become service-connected the rest of my life, be taken care of, told me my benefits, how much money I would make, or I could take it to court and I would lose. That was my option. So naturally, I took my right to remain silent, which when you do that, it means you've taken your right to remain silent in the court of law, which I didn't know until very recently.
So now that you've written this book and you've been speaking out, does that impact at all the decision you made back then?
No. The military has no jurisdiction over me. It's the Veterans Administration that I am taken care of.
Now, Dana, you write about the fact that you have forgiven this person. How did you get to that place?
You know, I just got tired of being angry, and I went to see John of God and had a spiritual surgery. And now, honestly, I don't know what John of God does, but some things are just unexplainable. But I had a release just inside of me, and I decided that enough was enough, and I was going to just try to see where his background was. Not that I know his background, but let go for myself. And forgiveness isn't excusing what happened, but it is taking my own power back and freeing my own soul.
Dana, speak to someone who is going through some type of a life challenge, whether it be physical, emotional, spiritual. Speak to that person to help him or her find that strength that you were able to muster, that courage. I mean, you had to be living in a constant fear, and yet you were able to overcome that. So speak to someone who is feeling what you felt. Help that person find the strength to live another day.
Well, I can tell you that life is worth living another day, and we always start new, fresh in the morning, and to be grateful for the smallest things that you have, the roof over your head, the blankets on your bed, the food in your tummy. Pay attention to the people that love you around you, and there are people that love you, even if you don't think there are. And when you look in the mirror, see the child that you once were and embrace that, and you might be able to find a little more light in your day.
And just playing off of what you said, it's making that decision that you just don't want to live the way you are anymore, and you're going to make the changes that are necessary to move forward. And your life, your story, it's such an amazing story of survival. And you really are living proof that anything is possible and that we should never lose hope. So thank you so much, Dana, for being here. The book is Falling Up by Dana Liesegang. If you would like to get more information, you can visit her website, danaliesegang.com. That's Liesegang, danaliesegang.com. Dana, in about 30 seconds or less, what would you like to leave our listeners with?
I would like to leave them with there's always hope. You have to do the work. It takes a lot of digging deep inside yourself, and that forgiveness is freeing yourself from anger and disruption in your life. Just hope, perseverance, and forgiveness. There is a better way. Choose love.
Again, Dana, thank you so much for being here, and you can get more information at danaliesegang.com.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
We'll be right back. Hi, this is Joan Herman, host of Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Did you know that Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life has a free monthly digital magazine that can be read online or emailed to your inbox? Every month, nationally recognized leaders in their field provide information to educate, inspire, and motivate you. We believe in a holistic approach to life, incorporating mind, body, and spirit. Check out a copy of Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life 24/7. Visit cyacyl.com and be sure to tell your friends. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you found the show informative. At Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life, we believe that knowledge is power. Take what you've learned, apply it, and live your best life now. Remember that the information provided are the opinions of our guests and should never replace the advice of a professional who knows your personal situation. If you'd like more information, visit our website, cyacyl.com. That stands for Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. While on the site, listen to past shows on demand, read the digital magazine, and be sure to follow the show on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, this is Joan Herman. Thanks for tuning in.